Hello friends, my name is THENUA. Today I will discuss about the 2D lookup tables in Simulink. In my previous lecture, I have discussed about the 1D lookup table and what is the use of the lookup table and what is the lookup table. I have discussed all those things. So today I am extending the discussion to the 2D lookup table. So as you know, a lookup table is an array of data that maps input values to the output values. So in case of one-dimensional lookup table, we can say the output is the function of one variable. When we talk about the 2D lookup table, that means the output is the function of two input variables. So in case of 2D lookup table, we have to provide two breakpoints. In 1D lookup table, we have provided one set of breakpoint, but here we have to provide two set of breakpoints, one for rows and other for columns. So the breakpoint dataset 1 is corresponding to the rows and breakpoint dataset 2 is corresponding to the columns, and whatever the value are written inside these blocks, these are corresponding to the inputs, and these values are the output values, or that are simply called table data. So if I'm talking about this block particularly, that means at this point what is the value of one breakpoint and what is the value of other breakpoint, or we can say simply what is the value of first input variable, what is the value of second input variable, and due to these two variables what is the output that will be here. Similarly, we can calculate the output at this point when the first input value is 1 and the second input value is 2. So these all are the function values at different input set combinations. I think you are understanding all these values, how these values will be calculated. So we can understand this by help of one example. So suppose I have a function that is z is equal to x plus y. So we can say z is the function of two variable x and y. So the value of z is equal to x plus y. So if I talk about this output value, in this case the value of x is 1, y is 1, so I will get 2. Okay, similarly in this case I will get the value 3 because I am adding the two values. It is not necessary you are required to add, you can take any function, right? Just for the simplicity I have taken simply x plus y, so you can easily calculate, right? So in this case you will get the value 3, here you will get the value 1 plus 3 4. Okay, one input is 1, other is the 3, so 4. Similarly 5, for this you will get 2 plus 1 3. Okay, 2 plus 2 4, and so on. So I think you can calculate these values. So all these values are calculated for x plus y. If you consider another function, then the values will be different. Okay, so whenever you use a 2D lookup table, you have to configure that lookup table, you have to provide this data to that lookup table. Now we try to implement this concept in the Simulink. So we have one blank model. Just open the library browser and you can select the 2D lookup table. So 2D lookup table. So here you can check you are getting two inputs, right, and one output port, because you have to provide the two input variables. So for that purpose you are getting the two input variables. So you can choose one constant block and you can create one copy of this, right? So these are the two input variables, and for the output you can choose the display, because here we are providing the input as the constant values, right? So you can use the simple display. Now you have to configure the lookup table, right? So here you can check it is also similar to the 1D lookup table, only the difference is that here the number of dimensions are 2. Here you can check if you make it 1, then it becomes 1D lookup table, what we have discussed in my previous lecture, right? So by just changing this you can make it as 2D lookup table or 3D lookup table or 4D lookup table, right? Or we can say ND lookup table. So the same thing you can do by the ND lookup table. You have to just choose the dimension. I have chosen 2. Okay, so here you can check you have one table data. So here you have to provide the table data, and these are the breakpoints. Okay, number of rows or number of columns. So we can provide the number of rows. We have the number of rows 3. For the considered example, we have the number of rows 3 and number of columns as 4, 1 to 4. Okay, so I am changing this according to my data, and the table data was for the first row 2 3 4 5, next is 3 4 5 6 and next is 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So you can check here the data. Okay, now by just providing the input, suppose I am providing x is equal to 3, okay, and y is equal to 4, you can run the model, you can get the output 7. Okay, I have not performed any addition inside. I have just given the data. According to that data, it is mapping the output for the given inputs. Okay, if I provide the data out of range, suppose I am providing x is equal to 5, right, and y is equal to 4, no problem. So here you are getting 9. Okay, so because there's some linear relation, so it is able to easily calculate or extrapolate the data. Okay, because we have used here the extrapolation method, right? So interpolation, extrapolation, so you can get the output for the outside range as well as the middle range. Suppose I am providing the 1.5, one input in this case, so I'm getting the 5.5. Okay, now I think you can use the 2D lookup table. Okay, here you may think that every time you are required to enter the data, suppose you have a big table data, in that case what you can do, or what are the different options. So I'm going to discuss about that. So for the lookup table data, we have the 3 options. You can populate the lookup table data by using lookup table dynamic block in the Simulink, but it is useful for 1D tables only. You can populate the lookup table data automatically in the Simulink by just providing or by just implementing the function. Okay, and apart from that, you have one additional option, that is read data from an Excel file. So you can read the data from the Excel file and use that data as a table data in the lookup table. That is also a good option. And similarly, you can read the data from MATLAB workspace. Okay, so these 2 options are very good options by which you can configure your lookup table. You can enter the lookup table data. In this video I will cover the first option. For the other 2 options I will make a separate video. So let's see how we can populate the data using a dynamic block. Okay, so as I told you, for the dynamic block we can use only 1D lookup table. So I am just taking one lookup table dynamic. This is the block, right? So here we have X data and Y data, right? And this is the test input, we can say, whatever the input you will provide, and you will estimate the output here. So I am just connecting one display. I'm copying this display here, right? And one constant block. So this is the input, and for that input you have to estimate the output, right? Now you have to populate the data for the table. So what is the value of X? So we can take the X as an array which has the range from 0 to 10, right? So this is an X. Now in the Y, I want to perform Y is equal to X square. I'm taking a very simple function, Y is equal to X square. I want to perform that. If you want to perform something else, you can do that also. So you have the X here. Now you are required to perform X square. For that you can use one math operation. So math function, okay, connect this. Now what operation you want to perform? I want to perform a square, so you can choose a square, right? So now at this point you will get X square. If you want to multiply something like you want to perform 2x square, in that case you have to multiply with gain also. Okay, so you can implement whatever the function is given. So at this point you are getting Y is equal to X square. Now you are ready with the model, right? You can also click on this, so you can check here the lookup method is interpolation, use AND values, right? And apart from that we don't have much options here. Okay, so for 4 I should get the output 16, because this is the X and here I will get the Y, and the range of X is from 0 to 10. Okay, I'm running this, so here I'm getting the output 16, no problem. Okay, suppose I enter 10 and run this, I'm getting 100. Okay, suppose I enter here 11 and after that I run, still I'm getting 100. Why I'm getting 100? Because in this block I have set lookup method as interpolation use AND values, right? So you have to change this option. If you take interpolation and extrapolation, then it will perform the extrapolation also. Okay, now if you run this, you will get 119. So 11 square is 121, so we are getting approximate value, right? So this is useful only for 1D lookup table. If you have 1D lookup table, in that case you can use this block also. But when you want to use 2D lookup table or 3D lookup table, in that case this option is not useful. In that case you can read the data from the Excel table or from the MATLAB workspace. Okay, so I will cover that in some other video. Now I think you can easily use the 1D lookup table, 2D lookup table, or 3D lookup table. 3D lookup table is also similar. In this case you have the 3 breakpoints, okay, and here you have to enter the table data. So now I think you are comfortable with the lookup table. You can work with the lookup table. So work with the lookup table, and if you have any problem, you can mail me. I hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Please like this lecture, share this lecture, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.